Good evening from Johannesburg. I'm John Vlismas. Welcome to Let's Have It Out. Tonight and every weeknight here on ENCA, a variety of newsmakers will get their chance to host this program. We'll give you, the viewer, a chance to get involved in the conversation. It's unfiltered, accountable, and accessible. In a zeitgeist of mounting mutual distrust, most South Africans display many symptoms of abuse. Hypersensitivity, polarity thinking, mood swings, disingenuousness, and dishonesty run rampant. The real power brokers operate under the fog generated by bit player pawns, fighting over scraps of concession, or just plain bribery. Increasing reliance on digital news sources and communication over social networks fuels the once limited impact of specific agendas on content purporting to be objective news. Opinion and fact now merge into miasma. Facts and analysis are spun into evil, and false news is pitched as the hero in a hall of mirrors. We, the citizens, are fat and unfit on years of low-grade online reality entertainment, and we find ourselves incapable of distinguishing distortion from genuine article. Much fun ensues. The bun fight, as I'm sure my guest will agree, is as real as it is absurd. Some say we live in an age of unprecedented transparency, with bigots operating in plain sight, pedophiles on the run, and scandals and assassinations filling the news daily. And into this strange fabric are woven some truly incredible strands. One in particular breaks free of the EFF and cuts through the ambient noise. Andile Mngxitama materializes to remind the nation that the concept of blackness is at the very core of our nation's road to recovery. His narrative is crafted from what seems to be a blend of tropes recognizable within the ideology of the EFF, some tone from a group of accounts clustered on a certain area of social media, and also perhaps some copy swirling around the New Age and ANN7, or at least used to. He appears in the media. He frustrates and often violently disrupts others. He's blunt, he uses threatening language, and seems to have no anchor nor story arc along which he is traveling. A nomadic activist, unsure of where his true north lies. Where does he belong on the landscape? Is this man a visionary or a mad guy? Is he just a hapless, unemployed charismatic, toyed with by the forces with which he claims to oppose? He's been discredited by the courts, he's been criticized by the media as a thug, and described by former colleagues as disgruntled. But he still remains resolved to continue on what he sees as his struggle. Let's find out from him. This is Let's Have It Out, and you can be part of the conversation. This is how you'll do it.
Tweet us at ENCA using the hashtag LHIO. Call us on 011-759-6340 or send us a WhatsApp or WhatsApp video on 082-884-6370. And make sure those videos are no longer than 30 seconds, please.
I'm grateful to be joined now by Black First, Land First President Andile Mngxitama in studio. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, John.
Excellent.
And thank you for inviting me to what we call the Rupert, Johan Rupert TV.
Oh, you say this is the Rupert TV?
Absolutely.
And you're invited by a comedian, so the whole thing is very credible.
Well, I mean, I take seriously satire. I mean, I'm a big fan of people who cut through the nonsense through satire.
Very good.
Charlie Chaplin is one of the guys that I check out.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you guys in South Africa make us laugh to forget, to escape, instead of dealing with the problem. I think the closing down, for instance, of Afro Worldview.
Okay.
It's a fascist act.
Right.
Wouldn't you agree with me? It's a fascist. Why would you shut down a channel? Because you don't agree with what it says.
No, so it's never good. It's never good to shut down a news title. I would agree with you on that. The freedom of the press is quite important. But then again, you have been quite angry at other news outlets. You have kind of intimidated some journalists. So, I mean, how do you feel it?
Look at me, man.
How do you reconcile that?
Anyone? No. South Africa is a very violent society. And in fact, white perspectives are inherently violent. In fact, you know, I was curious about why would a white man want to talk to me. Let me say, John, the last time we spoke to you guys during the negotiations, with Mandela, the nice guy.
Right.
We ended up with a constitution, you guys with the land and the country and the wealth, and we still don't have those things as a result of engagement and dialogue with white people. So I'm very skeptical about what is this project about.
Okay, cool. So let me ask you, I just want to know more about the BLF. I want to understand in a nutshell, what are you about? What are you looking for?
I mean, we are basically literally about what we stand for in our name. Black first, land first.
Okay.
Black as in this country right now, black people are at the bottom.
Okay. How do we define black?
Black, just like Steve Biko did.
Okay.
Colored Indian African. That's
Okay.
black. The formerly oppressed people are black people.
I'm with you.
Right.
Okay.
And then there's land first.
Yeah.
We can't be black first without getting the land first.
Okay.
So our project is really limited to this. Get back the land from white people who stole it, who raped us and raped the land. And in this way, only can we become black first and become real citizens. Right now, us black people are visitors in this country. You guys are actually the landlords.
Right, so you feel that you've become the tenants of your own land and not the landlords?
Absolutely. No,
Okay.
absolutely. That we are tenants, all of us. In fact, the treatment that black people have in this country, whether you're from Zimbabwe, you're from Nigeria, or South Africa,
Yes.
is exactly the same. We are outsiders in our own country. I mean, only 35,000 of white people own 80% of the land. And I mean, I can give you more statistics like this
Sure.
To show that we are outsiders.
So can you just tell me, how do you see the perfect South Africa now? I mean, what would make you happy?
If black people own this country,
Okay.
and we stop being victims of racism, of white people's arrogance.
Sure.
The fact that
Listen, I'm with you, man.
no, yeah, but from
You know,
and at the end of the day,
I was raised by them. I mean, I was inside that thing. It was crazy. They taught
apparently
me
you're
that.
from Zimbabwe. You're born in Zimbabwe.
That's right. And
So
I wanted to ask
stole
you.
land from there.
I've stolen land in many places. Can I ask you, so do we qualify, you're a Pan-Africanist organization by ideology.
Absolutely.
Do you prioritize South Africans first in your black first, land first
No.
ideology?
No. I mean, when you say black, we locate our blackness in the world.
Okay.
And by the way, we locate our blackness in slavery. We don't even just start with colonialism because that's the second coming.
Right.
White people came here, stole people, us.
Yes.
You made life out of us and your civilization.
Right,
You came
right.
back and enslaved us in the African continent. Black first, land first, for instance, membership. We don't ask you where you come from. If you're black, you are a member, full member.
Okay, cool. But now you speak about slavery. So would other nations that have been enslaved qualify?
No, they wouldn't, because your
Okay.
slavery is only one slavery, quite frankly.
Okay.
Look, in
I
the
mean,
war,
the Jews built the pyramids. They were enslaved for quite a long time.
you stealing the pyramids from us as well. No Jews built pyramids in Egypt. These were built by black African people. We had universities when you were eating raw meat.
No,
we had
familiar,
universities.
yeah.
You stole not just
Timbuktu was a great
but this is the
learning
the first university on earth in Africa.
Right.
The pyramids.
Yeah.
Are a creation of black people like me, not
Yes.
even the Egyptians of today, which are Arab, black people. But you erase this knowledge of ourselves. And I mean, the shocking thing is we had forgotten as black people how great we were because, again, of the white project, which now controls how we think. We even hate ourselves as a result of this white project. No,
Yeah.
we claim completely the pyramids. They are black, like us.
Okay. Look, I'm not a huge fan of the pyramids. I think it's a monument to slavery, which I don't think is ideal.
No, because
I think we shouldn't really teach our children that that's a wonder
It's
of the
because
world.
you are ignorant about the actual. When we build the pyramids, we had to reach the highest form of knowledge. Right? I mean, if you know, even today, you create a false pyramid.
Give us an example.
In fact, there's a big study happening in Russia. Russians are building a huge pyramids, and they are shocked by the results. Whether it's a question of the quality of the plant, the moods of the people, the psychological of people around the pyramids, the kind of power is very positive. And we knew this long before, and you'll never catch up, by the way, as white people.
Okay, so all right, well, we've got to go to a quick break. Stay tuned. We're going to continue this fascinating talk about pyramids and positive energy. Just remember to use the hashtag and get involved, LHIO, on social media. See you after this.